Good afternoon, everyone. It is Leah Dixon here again on Wednesday. I'm feeling really spoiled because I'm getting to stamp for a second time today and getting to share with you guys as well. My paper pumpkin for April just arrived. Unfortunately, if you did not order this one, the ordering for this ended on April 10th. We do have our ordering open now for our awesome May kit. That's going to be a great one for Father's Day. But this is called the Delicate Wings paper pumpkin kit, and so I'd love to share it with you. If you've got yours, maybe grab it, craft along with me. If you don't have yours yet but you ordered it, come back, watch the replay, craft with me, and we'll just create some awesome stuff today. So I'm going to switch over to just my desktop and let's get started. So if you are new to Paper Pumpkin, this is kind of like a mystery box. These kits arrive once a month, and you can order all the way up until the 10th of the month, and then they ship them out, and usually I get mine around the 16th or 17th. So today I happen to be home because it's a Wednesday, and I can't wait to see what's in here. All right, so we have a basic gray Stampin' Spot. So I'm just going to actually pop mine off to the side and grab my basic gray ink. That's how I like to do my kits. Oh, I see some people have popped on. So if you're here and joining me, say hi in the comments. I'd love to see who's here. Oh, wow. And then we've got a stamp set. It's got 2 butterflies here. I love it when they do like the speckles for the background. And then some sentiments. It says, sending loving thoughts your way. Oh, that's beautiful. Everything will be okay, and surrounding you with love. So those are really beautiful to just give somebody a big hug in the mail, or the surrounding you with love is also, I think, a beautiful one for like a wedding card or something. So that's awesome. All right, let's see what we have inside. Oh, I already am loving the colors that I can see. So I'm just going to get rid of this tissue paper, and I'm going to move my box out of the way. And that way we can get crafting. So these paper pumpkin kits come with everything you need except for a pair of scissors. If it's your first kit, you'll even get the block to go with your stamps. Once you've been a subscriber, they don't send the block anymore. You can just use the one that you've got, or any others that you've chosen to purchase. I like to use their fancier rounded blocks. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna pop in here. So I always love that, if I can get this plastic off, they give us full instructions. So you're going to get all these materials, but you don't have to guess what to do. So once you get that plastic off, if you flip over your whole kit, on the back side, you've got full color instructions. Oh, and we've got something extra this month. Oh, right. And a little piece of paper that you can put with your stamp set. So when you save it, you have a reminder of what your images look like, so you don't have to always be kind of looking at the photopolymer and wondering if you're missing one, if you misplaced it or something. So you've got that, so that you can store your stamp sets later. And I do love that they're doing this now, because they're also starting, so these will go together, and I can pop that into a little envelope. And I love to put them together now in sets of 3, because new as of this year, for every 3 months, they're offering for Paper Pumpkin subscribers a little die set add-on. So this one's called Thanks and Beyond Dies. It's available to Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And what you get is 2 little dies here to create a butterfly, this awesome hexagon die, and then the thanks. And so these are wonderful for creating alternatives after the fact when you've got your stamp set and then this little die, and these coordinate with 3 months at a time. So this little set here coordinates with the April, May, and June paper pumpkins. So to be able to keep all 3 stamp sets together and the die creates like a nice little bundle where you can really do some great creating after the fact, and your paper pumpkins don't have to kind of sit on the shelf wondering what to do with them next. All right, so I'm going to pop that off to the side because I'll probably use that for an alternative later. And let's see what we have. So we have some tear and tape, some dimensionals. It's always great because you get your adhesives. Some gorgeous envelopes. Look at that gold foil on the envelope flap. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I always love the envelopes. And then, oh my, some absolutely gorgeous. So they're white on the inside and then gold foil on, it looks like Lost Lagoon background. Oh my gosh, so pretty. We're going to make well, we're not today. We're going to make 1 of 3 different designs, but we have enough stuff here to make 3 of each of the 3 designs. Beautiful piece. I'm always here for you, so we don't even need to stamp on this one. It's already got the gold foil lettering on there. Absolutely gorgeous. Some really neat gold foil. It's like not even a straight cut. It's like got a slight curve to it. That's super cool. Some gold flecked paper. And actually, I'm not sure this is, well, maybe it is gold. I don't know. It's like a nice, it's a really soft gold. It's not like a harsh yellowy gold. So some actual like full-on sheets here of that gold or goldish color. Some just stamped images here with a gold, very thin gold outline. And then this looks like Pebbled Path, another color I adore with all that gold on there. Some labels, again with that very small gold border. And then these are like gold with some color in them. Those just pop out. And some more butterflies that just pop out. So, wow, the pieces in here are unreal. Okay, so I always just kind of follow along. You get your full instructions. So you've got the pictures. You've got like what do you need for each card and how to put it together. And then they also usually, oh, they don't now. They used to give us little alternatives, but I guess not this time. All right, no worries. So let's start creating, and then hopefully I will have some time to also do an alternative here before anybody gets home and makes the house crazy. All right, so we need a Pebbled Path card. We need that beautiful gold piece. We need that lovely butterfly. And it looks like that's all we need. Now, if you watched my video earlier today using the kit, or if you've ever watched one of my paper pumpkin videos, you will know that I am not, like 100% not, going to use this background as a full card. I am going to go cut this and make this into just a card front, and we're going to go from there because I want to make double use of this. I can use half of this for a whole other card. So I'm just going to take a quick peek. They do always tell us what these colors are. I feel like this might be Sahara Sand, but I just want to double check. Oh, Basic Beige. Oh, and the color that I kept calling gold, it's Champagne. Interesting. Okay, so this is Basic Beige, and I actually happen to have a Basic Beige piece of cardstock right here from my previous video. So isn't that convenient? I'm going to go cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4 and save the other half for another card. So here we go. 4 by 5 1/4. And I've got an extra piece for another card. So I'm going to grab this Basic Beige piece of paper. I'm going to put that there to get rid of my glare from my lights. There we go. And I am going to take this piece, and it's going to go right onto our Basic Beige card base. Oh, Kathy, I am so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I did not buy an extra of this one, unfortunately. I'm not, well, I do know what happened. I was not feeling well, and then the time escaped me. I really should have, because this one is unreal. Now, if you don't mind not having the stamp set, you've been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber before, so you can always grab a refill kit later and you just won't have the sentiments. But you'll get all these gorgeous pieces that you're seeing. So I'm going to take that and put that right onto my basic beige. Nice to hear from you, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Gorgeous day today. I was so torn about going gardening or doing this Paper Pumpkin kit, but I can garden when the crazies are home. It's a nice quiet house right now. So you got to take advantage. All right. So I'm going to glue this straight down. And I will also put a basic white layer on the inside of this card. I might just hold off, though, in case I decide I want to stamp something on it. All right. So this really has no direction. Like the butterflies are going up, they're going down, they're going to the side. Like it's really any direction you want. All right. Now the next part, I closed up my instructions. I want to make sure that I use the right adhesives. So this piece is going to go onto here. But because it's foil, I'm not going to use my liquid glue like I always do. It shows to use that Terran tape, which kind of, I'll be honest, guys, it scares me to death to use this Terran tape. And actually, I'm not going to open up that one. I have one already open and going from a previous Paper Pumpkin. You can also buy the Terran tape, but I have one here from a previous Paper Pumpkin, so I'm going to use that up first. So they show to do a strip at the top and a strip at the bottom, because this butterfly on here is not a pop out butterfly, but it's a pop up butterfly. The center is still attached, and we're just going to raise the wings a little bit. So I'm going to peel that off on each side. There we go. And now I'll do the scary thing. I am going to put this onto my foil. Okay, so I've only got adhesive top and bottom, so I'm really making sure to line it up before I let it sit down. There we go. All right, now with that done, I can come in here and we can just, well, I maybe should have done this before I glued it down. I can see it's very slightly attached in 2 points. There we go. So I can come in and just release that so it just sits up ever so slightly. There we go. So we're not even creasing it or anything. We're just undoing it in those tiny spots where it was connected. So it just sits up ever so slightly. Oh, you're heading home on the ferry. Oh, wonderful. What a great day to be on the ferry. Oh, love it. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece, flip it over, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. And let's see, I had, no, those are minis. I had dimensionals earlier from my Paper Pumpkin. What did I do with them? No, those are more minis. Oh my goodness. All right, I don't know what I did with them, so I'm going to grab the set they gave me. All right. And pop that on and that on. And so they do say to do 6, 3 on each side. Give it some really good lift here. And then I am, of course, going to do one more in the middle just to keep it all lifted up. There we go. So peel that off. Oh, I'm glad your report about your surgery was good as well. That's nice. All right, so double check which way that's opening. Perfect. And then I'm going to pop this right onto the card front. So it is quite a simple card and absolutely gorgeous. So easy to put together and absolutely stunning. Wow, I love it. All right, so that was our first card. I'm going to put that to the side, and we'll grab what we need to create our second card here. So they're asking for one of these beautiful speckled ones. I'm sure you know what I'm going to do. We need these beautiful, oh no, maybe we do. I think so. Oh, and they gave us some mini glue dots, but we don't need them for this card. All right. Let's see here. Don't need that. I don't need that. Here we go. We need that piece. I don't need that or that. Okay, here. And then we need one of these guys. One of these. So the sentiment's going to go on there. Grab one of these butterflies and one of these butterflies, as well as, looks like I need this one of these larger butterflies. There we go. So 3 butterflies, a card base, a sentiment, and this fun layer across the front. Now, this is really cool, but you know, I can't waste this whole speckled page. So I am actually going to go cut down both this piece and this piece so that I can put them onto just a thick white card base and have my card and have some extra cardstock. So cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece I'm going to trim along here and make that just a little bit smaller as well. Actually, I'm going to trim it on the shorter side because actually I'm going to trim it on the shorter side because then I can put the flat edge into my cutter. All right, so now that's trimmed and fits nicely right on that piece, and that'll be able to go onto my card front. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces and glue them together. And I am just going to use liquid glue for that part. They did say to use tear and tape, but I think we can get away with liquid glue for this. Okay. Now our cardstock has a little bit of a rounded edge on one side, so I'm just going to go trim that off. Okay. Beautiful. So we've got that layer, and I'm going to get a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and I'm going to put that, you know what, I might actually put it onto another piece of basic beige because the whites aren't quite the same and I don't like that. So I'm going to go grab a piece of basic beige and we're going to keep using that. All right. So just using my Simply Scored board. It's too big for my desktop over there. Scoring at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to give it a little cut at 5 1/2. So I normally just keep thick basic white cardstock cut on my side of my desk. But given how much I've been using the basic beige and how much I absolutely love it, oh, that's so good. I might have to start keeping a stack of this cut on my side of my table too. It's just such a great neutral. A little less yellowy, a little more brown than our very vanilla. And just a great color. All right, so we'll pop that down. And I'm just gluing that straight to my basic beige. All right, now these guys, oh, they didn't use any dimensionals on this? Oh my goodness, the whole card is just flat down. Well, that's not happening. I will be changing the plan because that's craziness to me to just put these straight down. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this butterfly that they so mistakenly said to glue down. And I can't even believe that. Who would do that? And I'm using kind of that curve to guide me. And I'm going to put my butterfly on there like that. Oh, now I should have maybe left a space for my sentiment before I did that. That's okay. We'll be fine. All right. Now this little guy is going to get a dimensional behind him. Just one. And I'm going to tuck him in right like that. And this little guy goes over top just like that. So I'm going to make sure to put my dimensionals where, well, actually I'm going to put one right there. That way it will get covered for sure. And then two on the bottoms of my butterfly. All right. Just like that. Make sure he stays on the card. Okay. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment. Now, what did I say the ink was? Oh, I pulled it up. Good. Basic gray. And we get to choose anything. So they used everything will be okay in their sample. But we can use any that fit on here. I think, well, that one doesn't. Okay. So surrounding you with love fits and everything will be okay fits. And then, of course, you know, if you wanted this to be something else entirely, you could go grab a sentiment and use that. And to be honest, I think I might do that because I don't really think, fingers crossed, I don't need any kind of cards like that right now, which is quite lovely. I think I'm going to grab like a little birthday sentiment or something. Because it's such a beautiful card. So something fancy is carrying over, and it's got that gorgeous script. I just don't know if it has anything tiny enough. No, not really. All right. So let's see what I have that's tiny enough. Let's see. Oh my. All right. Well, I'm going to jump into a set then that I haven't used yet. I'm going to grab the little happy birthday here from the brand new Attention Shoppers stamp set. So excited to play with this one. I kind of thought I'd play with more than just a sentiment to start, but you know, we'll see. I'm going to grab that. And I think that is a nice size. It is. Okay. So see, if you need a card that says everything will be okay, then you've got a lovely stamp set for it. But if you don't, then come on in and play around, grab a different sentiment, and enjoy the ability to mix and match. There we go. Oh, now what I should have done is grabbed my favorite retiring stamp set from Notes of Nature. Oh, wow, I wasn't thinking very clearly there. Oh, well, this is a very cute happy birthday. I'm very happy with that. And I am actually going to, do I want this up on dimensionals? Yeah, I do. I'm going to put this up on dimensionals too. So we'll just do two like that. And I'm going to put it right off to the edge of the card and across like that. And there you go. There is our second card. So you could really do any sentiment on this and it would work out. And yeah, it's just another great, quick and easy card. So there you have it. Now where did I put my first card? Oh, there it is. Excellent. All right. And now our third design uses that beautiful Lost Lagoon. So we're going to grab a Lost Lagoon background. We've got the piece here that has the stamped butterflies already on it. We're going to use one of these banners for our sentiment. And then looks like we use one of every one of these butterflies. So there, 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 that one, and that one. Now we only are making 3 of each card with this kit, which means we actually have 1 extra of everything because they gave us 4 of each of the butterflies. So that's kind of cool. We'll have extra pieces to craft with afterwards. And then let's see what they're saying to do. So step 1 is to do a little bit of stamping in our basic gray. We've got our sentiment that's going to get stamped on here and a butterfly to stamp. So let's get that done. I'm going to grab this larger butterfly, pop that onto a block, and we're going to stamp that on here. You want to stamp it low enough that it'll show out from underneath your sentiment. So don't go up really, really high. Just kind of pop it in here like that. And there you go. We've got our butterfly. And with this ink out still, I am going to grab a sentiment. Now this one says surrounding you with love, and I absolutely love that with the butterflies, especially since they're all surrounding the sentiment and everything. Such a great one. So I'll grab a block for that. And, oops, I want to make sure that that goes onto my block straight. There we go. And we will stamp that right onto our label here. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. All right. Now I, again, just can't waste all of this beautiful paper. So I am going to go trim that down. Yeah, I'm going to make this one a tiny bit smaller though. So instead of, or larger, instead of 4 by 5 1/4, I'm going to make it 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So very, very little trimming happening there. And we're going to put this onto, oh, maybe not onto that one though, because I don't want the top fold. So we're going to go cut another piece of basic beige the long way. So that means I'm going to score this at 5 1/2 and cut it at 4 1/4. There we go. All right, so now if you do not have basic beige, crumb cake is an alternative for this, and so is our very vanilla. All right, so I'm going to pop that on just like that, so you can see it's like barely got a border on there, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Now I'm going to do a little bit of more of a trim on my 5 edge. I guess I went just a little bit bigger than I should have. There we go. Truly down to 5 3/8 now. There. All right. So just like that, and I'm going to glue that down to my basic beige layer. Glue. There we go. All So I didn't want to take as much off of this one because we also have the centerpiece that we're going to put on here, and it's fairly large. So I wanted to really keep this so that we would see that foil background with the Lost Lagoon. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, now we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this piece. And there's suggestion 6. And of course, I always do at least one extra in the middle. All right, so with that done, we can take this, peel those off. There we go, just like that. And this goes right in the center, like that. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Now we put dimensionals on the back of our sentiment as well. Oops, too many. All right, and this goes right across the middle of all of this. So center this again, top to bottom, side to side, like that. Get that centered. And then finally, we're going to take all these little butterflies. They gave us some mini glue dots, and we are just going to pick those up. Now, if you have trouble picking up stuff like that, oh, there it is. I like using my take your pick tool to do this. Now, they've showed using 2 per, but these are slightly larger, so I don't know if I would actually use 2. I think 1 will be just enough. Sometimes we get smaller mini glue dots in our kits, and then I would use 2, but these ones are the large ones, so I'm going to go with just 1 per butterfly right in the center. It's a fairly strong adhesive, so it's going to hold it in place. There we go. So we've got them, and then we just start peeling these backings off and placing our butterflies. Oh, come on. So let's see here. Put this one down here. Now, if you wanted to, you could totally go ahead and use like a mini dimensional instead and pop these up. They're so pretty. Okay, there we go. Oh. All right. And so we're literally just scattering these around our sentiment so that you are surrounded not just by love, but by butterflies. Okay, come on, off you go. Yeah. And just like that. Okay, and there you have it. That is our 3rd card, all done using our paper pumpkin kit. So they're really, really pretty cards that we get to create with these butterflies. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have this awesome butterfly stamp set. And of course, the dies that we can use as well. So let's just grab some of our extra materials because, of course, after creating the 3 cards, I'll just show you the 3 again all together. So we created that lovely one, that lovely one, and our first absolutely elegant card. So we created each of those. You're going to have enough materials to create 3 of each of these cards. And then if you do the little cardstock trick like I've done, you're going to have some extra pieces. You're going to have the extra background bits, and then they've given us 4 of each butterfly. So you're going to have some extra butterflies as well so that we can go ahead and do some more creating. So I'm going to move these out of the way and see what else we can put together here. Oh, and actually I should grab those other pieces, the extras. Pop them over here. Okay, so let's grab those extras and see if we can't get a little something going on. So we've got those 3 extra pieces and then our extra butterflies and our stamps and everything. Sometimes ideas like pop right into my head, and sometimes I gotta take a moment and think a little bit. And so I think, you know what, we actually could probably get a lot of mileage out of this if we actually cut it down into 2-inch strips and used it along the side of a card. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab my paper trimmer and cut that one down into 2-inch strips. Oh, and I guess I should make it, oh yeah, it's already 5.5. Perfect. You've taken this, it's still 5.5, so it's a full card height, but I've just created 2-inch strips, and then that's going to allow me to make 2 really fast and easy cards by adhering this to our to just a basic white card front, or if you wanted to use a basic beige, you could do that. I'm going to use basic white though, because I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on here with that fun speckle image that we had. So I'm going to move this off to the side. I'm just going to create 1, but you'll see how we could do double. And so before I do anything, I'm going to take my basic gray. Now you could do Lost Lagoon as well if you wanted, if you had that in your ink stock. But if you don't have that, that's okay. You can use the basic gray. And come here. And I'm going to get this little speckled image out of our stamp set. And I'm going to stamp that just kind of around in a circle down here. So let's see. Actually, I should double check the size of my butterfly first. So we have some extra butterflies that I'm going to use. So I think, oh, do I want to use that one or just use this one? I think maybe just using that one, because otherwise we'll get too much gold on here, I think, if, or maybe not. Maybe I will grab a circle. So now I'm just kind of dipping into like some scraps that I have on my desk. Wonder, oh, petal pink looks lovely with that, but not with that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We will have 1 extra of this kind of fancier gold butterfly. So I'm going to do that. Maybe that's getting to be too gold. I think it's too gold. All right, so we're going to go back to the original one, just like that. But I'm going to have to change that circle because the petal pink does not work for me with that. So let's see if I have something else on my desktop. If not, we can go cut something. Oh, well, that might be perfect. I actually happen to have a pebbled path circle just laying around on my desktop. Beautiful. All right, pebbled path it is. That is lovely. So what we're going to do, knowing now the size of the space, I'm going to get a sentiment as well. And let's see, do I want to use one of these? Sending loving thoughts your way. Oh, it's just slightly too large. Darn it. Okay, are we going to go back to the happy birthday? No. I'm going to use my basic gray, but I'm going to I have my Notes of Nature. Let's see if that, oh no, it's just too big. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. All right, I think this is where I will grab my Something Fancy stamp set because it has kind of some smaller sentiments. So we could do with Deepest Sympathy, but I don't really want to go that route. Oh, I like this. May the good you do come back to you. That's going to be lovely as a thank you card. And then we can stamp our thank you on the inside. Or maybe we want to do that the other way around. Do the thank you on the front and may the good you do come back to you on the inside. Well, let's do that. All right. So we're going to use 2 sentiments from Something Fancy. I'm just going to clean up this other sentiment. Okay. Put that one away. And trying to be good and keep things clean in here, clean things up, don't make a bigger mess. So we're going to take this thank you and I'm going to stamp that down here on the corner of my card. And then I'm going to stamp the may the good you do come back to you on the inside of this card. Let's see. Put these away. All right. Now, when I do something like that, when I stamp a sentiment inside a card, because I very rarely do that, I always stamp it onto a sticky note so that I can put that on the back, like when I package them up, so that I remember that there's actually something inside, because it's so rare that I do that. So I always take the stamp right away, put it onto a sticky note, and then I just write the words inside at the top. Inside. And I do it right away as I'm creating the card so that I definitely won't forget. So that's going to go onto the back of the envelope when we're done. Okay. Now on our card front, we're going to do some speckles. So we're going to have our circle, our thank you, our butterfly. And now that I can see all of that, I can determine where I'm going to have my speckles. Just like that. And I think up a little bit more. There we go. And down in this corner a little bit. Okay, so it's coming right across our card on an angle. And we're going to come up there as well. All right, and maybe a little bit in here just to smooth that out, and a little bit down here. There. All right, so some speckles all over the place. And now we can start to put our card together. So I'm going to take my liquid glue on the back of this piece that I cut. It's 2-inch strip. And there we go. Just like that. I am going to glue that on there with a little border. And then I am going to use dimensionals for both my butterfly and my circle. Now, if you wanted to, you could put some speckles on your circle too, to make it kind of pop as well. I'm just going to leave mine. So my butterfly is just going to get 2 dimensionals, and then my circle is going to get 3. There we go. And I'm actually going to place my butterfly on my circle before I place my circle on my card. All right. Oh, wonderful. Glad you got your paper pumpkin. It is a beauty. And I'm just creating a little alternative here with some of the leftover pieces. All right, oops, don't stick there. So just like that. And now we didn't get any bling in this kit. So I'm actually going to go grab, actually I don't even have to go far. It's right here because I had it out for my video this morning. The Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock Foiled Gems. This morning I used the Petal Pink ones. I think for this afternoon, I'm going to grab some of the Pretty Peacock and just pop those onto this card just to give it a little bit of bling, just like that. Now, of course, it probably didn't need it. And now that I'm looking at this card, I think I would have put some speckles on that Pebbled Path circle. I might have even used a basic gray circle if I had had one cut, but I'm just using stuff off my desktop. So there we go. There is our alternative card with the little "May the good you do come back to you" on the inside. And if you wanted to, we could even, actually we will. We're going to grab that other little butterfly. And we're going to put a little basic gray butterfly on the inside of our card. So I'm going to clean up my sentiment so I can get my block back. Oops. Let's actually clean it. And put it away. There we go. All right. Now with that block, I'm going to pop my little butterfly on there. And I'm going to use my basic gray ink to put a little butterfly in here. And, oh, actually, you know what? We're also not going to have an envelope for this one because this is an extra card. So I'm going to put a little butterfly on my envelope as well to go with that one. So I'm just going to grab an envelope right now. Now you could, if you've got Lost Lagoon, do your butterfly in Lost Lagoon, and it might be kind of more colorful and sweet for the front of your envelope, but we've got basic gray out, so that's what we're going to use. So there you have it. One alternative card for this month's Paper Pumpkin. Hopefully I'll get a chance to play a bit more and create some more alternatives for you, but that's the one that I've got for you in today's video. So thank you so much for joining me. I always love crafting with you, and I'm super excited that I got to do double crafting today with you. Don't miss out on the upcoming Paper Pumpkins. We've got the May Paper Pumpkin with kind of more of a Father's Day theme to it. I think it's called The Best There Is, and it looks like it's like some nice rustic backgrounds. And then in June, I can't remember what it's called. I think it has something to do with sweet, but it is featuring our new in colors that will be available starting May 1st. Check out all the stuff that's going on. I do have registration up right now for an upcoming in color club featuring the 5 new in colors that are just absolutely bright, tropical, beautiful colors. And I will have more detail about an upcoming stamp camp as well, featuring a set called Country Flowers. So have a wonderful day. I hope if you're somewhere sunny, you get out and get to enjoy it. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.